In this short video, I will cover deep research in ChatGPT. Deep research is an AI agent that tackles complex multi-step research tasks. It is powered by O3, one of the largest reasoning models, and has been optimized for web browsing and data analysis. This means that deep research can synthesize large amounts of real-time information from the web into clear, concise insights or reports with citations. It's perfect for areas like finance, policy, engineering, marketing, and anytime we want a detailed consumer research report. When you jump into the interface, you're going to notice that deep research sits at the bottom of the chat window. To engage the capability, you simply click it and it will turn blue. You then enter a prompt, which should include as much detail as possible about the research task at hand. Let's explore a real-world scenario to showcase how you can use deep research at work. Let's imagine you're a marketing strategist monitoring a specific industry or market. Instead of manually scouring news outlets, competitor websites, and social media, deep research automates the entire process for you. I simply enter in my prompt with an overview of the research I want this capability to complete. As you can see, I have a pretty comprehensive ask here. I want to analyze the current vacuum cleaner market with the following goals. I need to identify major competitor product launches over the past 6 months, gather consumer sentiment data, summarize any regulatory or policy updates. I want to present these findings in a comprehensive report with an executive summary, and I want to provide direct citation for at least 3 key data points. And let's go ahead and send this through. And what you'll see almost immediately is that deep research is going to ask us some clarifying questions. This is to ensure it has as much detail as possible before it works on a request. This will help provide the most valuable response possible. We've been asked 3 questions here. Are there specific types of vacuum cleaners you'd like to focus on? Should we focus on a particular geographic region? And are you interested in both consumer and commercial industrial vacuum cleaners? Let's go ahead and answer these. Number 1, let's say we want robot and cordless vacuums. 2, we'll make this research global. And 3, we'll do consumer. And I'll hit start. Once we've answered all the questions, deep research will then come back and clarify exactly what it will do to support this task. You'll see a loading bar appear in the chat, which will showcase its overall progress. Now, deep research can take anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes to complete the request. You can always go away and do other tasks while it works, and then come back later to take a look at the results. If you go ahead and click on the progress bar, you're going to see an interactive panel expand, and we can observe the activity and the series of steps that deep research is going to take to complete this task. You can see that deep research is now thinking, and what we will eventually see here is a chain of thought, identifying what is happening and how deep research will model the scenarios that it's thinking about in the task at hand. We'll eventually be able to scroll down and follow along with what activity it took to complete this research. We can also click on sources. Eventually, we'll see a bunch of sources listed here, and this is where it is identifying the websites being sourced to collect all the information. Now, given that this is going to take some time to complete, as I mentioned, anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes, let's take a look at a pre-loaded example and unpack the response from deep research. In this example, we provided the exact same prompt. We responded with a series of answers to the clarifying questions, and deep research prepared an executive summary with a very detailed report outlining the specific industry and what is happening within the market. As we scroll back up here, you can see that this took deep research 11 minutes to complete, and it leveraged 26 sources compiling this report. If I go ahead and click on this, we get a detailed summary of the activity and every step that was taken to complete this report. I'm also able to click on sources, and this will allow us to understand where all this information came from. Let's go ahead and take a look at the report. As mentioned in our prompt, we had a handful of goals. Goal number 1 was for an executive summary. As you can see, deep research started with this executive summary, highlighting what's to follow throughout the report. Another goal was to understand major competitive product launches over the last 6 months. As we walk through this report, we can actually see the citations are listed next to each component. And if we wanted to get more thorough information, we could click on the citation, which would take us directly to the source. Another goal we had was to understand consumer sentiment across social media. As you can see here, as requested, it leveraged Twitter, Reddit, as well as Instagram to understand overall social sentiment across these three sites. Another goal was to have regulatory and policy updates, which are listed across here. And lastly, it gives us a nice conclusion of what we just went through, as well as additional sources. This entire report took deep research 11 minutes, and it's extremely comprehensive. This would have taken someone a couple of hours to a few days to pull together. To wrap up, deep research is highly valuable for any work that involves gathering and synthesizing data to guide well-formed decisions, mitigate risks, and secure a competitive advantage.